Hello, there are multiple weather warnings in place across a large swathe of Europe in the days ahead, particularly for wind and snow. And wind has been very much a feature through the weekend across the British Isles. This deep area of low pressure was named by the UK Met Office as Storm Bella. As we head through Sunday night and into Monday, those strong winds and the rain and significant snow in places transfer their way into Scandinavia, through France, Germany, down into northern Italy and the Balkans. Here we are on Monday, some heavy rain across the western side of Turkey. For much of Greece and the Greek islands, it's a mainly dry day with some sunshine, but some strong winds through the Aegean and also through the Adriatic as well. Some heavy rain, but also some significant snow across the Alps on Monday. And we see some strong winds and snow pushing its way into Scandinavia as well. And behind all of this, we're in some much colder air. So as we move into Tuesday, temperatures are going to be much lower than they have been across the UK and across France. Still those strong winds, and that's going to bring some heavy rain into northern Spain. Could see some large waves here. Also got warnings for large waves across the coast of the Netherlands as well. So here are the city forecasts then over the next 5 days. Things are fairly quiet in London and Paris in the week ahead, cooler than they have been. It'll be quite wet in Rome. In Athens, it's going to stay dry and there'll be plenty of sunshine. The winds will start to ease down and temperatures in Moscow beginning to recover to above freezing. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Hello, we'll get the forecast for Australia and New Zealand in just a moment's time. But let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. And this mass of cloud across the Philippines has been bringing a lot of rain through the weekend. 50 to 100 millimetres in places. Should be turning drier here in the days ahead. Rain and mountain snow on Sunday across Japan will begin to ease. We'll be left with a few showers here on Monday, particularly across the north of Honshu and into Hokkaido. Mainly dry for the Korean peninsula, but turning much colder here and also across eastern China in the days ahead as this frontal system works its way eastwards. On that front, there'll be some rain, but also some snow given any elevation. Mostly dry for much of Indochina, but you can see there's a whole rash of showers through much of Malaysia and Indonesia. Quick look at the city forecast then over the next 5 days. As I mentioned, turning very much colder in both Beijing and in Seoul, but it should be mainly dry and we'll keep the sunshine and the warmth going in Bangkok. To Australia, where for the far north of the country we keep those showers and thunderstorms. Some showers still clipping the far southeast of Australia. This frontal system now moving its way through the Tasman Sea and across to New Zealand. For much of Australia, temperatures on the low side, but keeping that heat across the west of the country. And on Monday across New Zealand, most should be mainly dry before that frontal system starts to arrive as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday, but unlikely to bring very much rain for Wellington. In Sydney, the showers will ease and it will turn drier and things will start to turn a bit cooler in Perth. Hello, we'll get the forecast for Central America, Mexico and the Caribbean in just a moment's time. First to South America, and here's the earlier satellite picture. This massive cloud has been bringing some very heavy rain through much of Peru and into northern Bolivia in recent days. It looks like it will tend to turn a little bit more showery in the week ahead, but on Sunday, further heavy rain. To the north of this, it is more showery, and those showers most frequent across the western side of Colombia and then through much of Venezuela. And if we follow this band of showers down, it goes through much of the Amazon basin into southeast Brazil and into parts of Uruguay as well. Could just see one or two of those showers pushing into the far northeast of Argentina, but for much of Argentina on Sunday, it's mainly dry. We keep that heat, that warmth across Patagonia, but a few showers across parts of Chile, and some of those could well turn heavy and certainly wintry, bringing some significant snow over parts of the Andes. So a mixed week in Rio. There'll be some showers around, but also some spells of sunshine, and could just catch one or two showers in Buenos Aires, but mostly a dry week here. And on Sunday, it's mostly dry through much of Mexico. This large area of blue indicating the chance of some heavier rain through parts of Costa Rica and Nicaragua. A few showers through the Caribbean, particularly as we head up towards the Bahamas, and could just see one or two through Hispaniola on Sunday. It's looking mainly dry in Havana once the rain clears here on Monday, but a fairly wet week ahead in San Jose. Hello, we'll get the forecast for the Middle East in just a moment's time. But first, let's head to Africa and look at the earlier satellite picture. And this massive cloud is a storm, Storm Chalan, continuing to bring heavy rain through Madagascar on Monday, then pulling away westwards. And it moves through the Mozambique Channel. It will begin to strengthen again, and it's going to threaten Mozambique as a severe tropical storm later in the week ahead. The showers heavier than they should be at this time of the year through parts of southern Tanzania and Malawi. Meanwhile, across the far north of Africa, temperatures here are a little bit lower than they should be. So here are the city forecasts then for the next 5 days. It stays dry with some sunshine in Cape Town, a fairly mixed week in Joburg. It will be warm, but there will be some outbreaks of rain as well. Further north across Africa, we keep the heat and the sunshine in Khartoum. Still on the cool side in Casablanca. Can't rule out 1 or 2 showers, but most places should be dry. To the Middle East then, where it is a fairly quiet day on Monday. You can see some areas of cloud here across the eastern side of Saudi Arabia. That could just bring 1 or 2 showers, but most will stay mainly dry. Temperatures still a little bit lower than they should be for the time of year. They should start to rise a little bit in the week ahead. So that brisk wind through the coast of Yemen and Oman on Monday. But certainly through much of the Middle East in the week ahead, things are staying fairly quiet. Temperatures, as I said, a bit lower than they should be, but beginning to recover in both Dubai and in Muscat. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Hello, thanks for joining me. Let's take a look at the forecast across South and Central Asia in the days ahead. And we'll begin with the earlier satellite picture. These blobs of cloud indicating heavy showers and thunderstorms, and they'll keep on going across Sri Lanka, but also bringing some impacts to the far east of Tamil Nadu over the days ahead. This is the forecast as we run through Sunday night and then into Monday. So you can see those showers keep going across Sri Lanka, moving their way a little bit closer towards the Maldives as well. And as I mentioned, Tamil Nadu, particularly around the Chennai area, could maybe see some of those heavy falls of rain through Monday. Further north, it's much quieter, but it's certainly very cold across Central Asia, in particular across Kazakhstan. These are daytime highs. Could see them recovering a little bit in Tashkent in the days ahead. And we also have amber warnings in place across some northwestern parts of India, through parts of Rajasthan, into Delhi, into Uttar and Madhya Pradesh, where we could see some very low overnight temperatures. Down through the western side of India, things are mainly dry. These large areas of blue indicating the heavy showers and thunderstorms, particularly across Sri Lanka and down towards the Maldives. As we head further north and east, things stay mainly dry. So here are the city forecasts then over the next 5 days. We keep plenty of sunshine and warmth going in Mumbai. Lots of showers and thunderstorms both by day and night in Colombo. Further north then, those temperatures starting to recover in Tashkent, but to be warned, some very chilly nights in New Delhi in the week ahead. Hello, temperatures have been well below average across parts of the United States in recent days, particularly for some areas around the eastern seaboard and through central and eastern Gulf states and across much of Florida. Cold air has been really digging in behind this frontal system, now well out into the Atlantic Ocean. Deep area of low pressure across the far northeast of Canada, pulling away north and eastwards, taking the snow and the very strong winds with it, and further snow in the forecast through the northern plains on Sunday, working up towards the Great Lakes. Could push into far south of Manitoba, and also perhaps seeing some snow from this across parts of the Mississippi and Ohio valleys. Speaking of snow, some significant snow for the far northwest of Alaska with strong winds as well. Rain at lower levels for the west of British Columbia, but snow given any elevation. There'll be further snow across parts of the Sierra Nevada and the Rockies on Sunday. Keeping an eye on a frontal system in the Pacific. That'll be working its way eastwards, bringing some rain into San Francisco and Los Angeles in the days ahead. But once again, given any elevation, we'll see further significant snow. And here's the snow I talked about earlier, pushing its way through the northern plains and up towards the Great Lakes. We could see 4 to 6 inches of snow across parts of the Great Lakes. Further south, it's dry, there's plenty of sunshine, but we're still in that cold air. Although we should start to see the temperatures recovering slightly in the days ahead. Certainly looking a little bit warmer in Miami, but by contrast in Montreal, it'll be turning much colder. We'd like to see some snow here and temperatures falling in New York.